Corals. Corals belong to a large group of sea animals called Coelenterata. The word coelenterate means hollow gut. The group owes its name to the fact that the main part of each animal is a large digestive tract. There are many kinds of coelenterates. They are divided into 3 classes. One of these is called the Hydrozoa. The Portuguese man-of-war belongs to this group. Hydra, from which these animals derive their name, was a fabled snake with many heads. When one head was cut off, a new one grew in its place. The Swedish naturalist Linnaeus gave the animals this name because cutting them into pieces did not kill them, but only made each piece grow into a new animal. The second group is called Scyphozoa, meaning cup animals. Most jellyfish belong to this group. The last class are the Anthozoa, meaning the flower animals. The sea anemone is one of these. Sea anemones are found along coasts, attached to rocks on the bottom of the sea. A sea anemone consists of a body that is formed like a tube. One end is closed and forms the basal disc on which the animal sits. The other end is open. The opening is the mouth. The mouth is surrounded by long threads or tentacles. These threads have stinging cells on them that can kill small fish and other animals. The sea anemone can close its mouth and pull its tentacles in so it becomes almost flat. The corals are very much like sea anemones, but their skin excretes lime. The lime forms a shell around them so that only the mouth with the tentacles sticks out. The basal disc is folded, so if the animal dies, only the shell and the star-like remnants of the basal disc are left. Most corals live in colonies. The colony starts with a tiny little animal, the panula. The panula develops from an egg and sperm inside the old coral. The panula swims around for a few days. Then it settles on the bottom of the sea and changes into a real coral animal. Soon it grows out another animal as a little bud. This it can do again and again, and soon the colony of coral is formed. Each animal lives on small crustaceans, shrimp-like animals, and other animals that it catches with its tentacles. Different corals form colonies that are different shapes. The brain coral has a folded surface. The star coral is covered with stars that are really the parts formed by the basal discs of the coral animals. The staghorn coral branches out like a tree. Most corals live in warm waters. Here, millions and millions of corals form coral reefs. As one colony of corals dies, a new one settles on top of it, and the reef may grow very large. A reef may grow from 2 inches to 6 feet per year. The Florida Keys were originally such a reef, as are many of the islands in the Pacific. The longest reef is the Great Barrier Reef of Australia, which is more than 600 miles long.